Surprise, surprise, very good morning to you. It's Friday and it is me today. It looks like there are gremlins in the system, but we are rolling. Yes, we are rolling. So Laura's in the warehouse today and I'm here and I'm going to show you this beautiful project. We have done this before. Quite some time ago. I think perhaps it even was not last year but the year before. It's one of my favorite stitches. Again, it's based on right angle weave and it's just so versatile. There are so many different things you could do. So before we have done it with pearls, I'm just unhooking the bracelets here and I'm gonna, let me just lift some up to you, and the way how I put the kits together I'll show you. So we're gonna be doing it with crystals. I really do love the effect you get with this one. This is another color. So I put a couple of seed beads, so you have two different colors, although you can use all one. It's a bit too bright. All one color, or you could use the two seed beads together and then have a beautiful pattern there. Good morning, Rachel. Angela, good morning. Lisa, Janet is here. Yolanda, good morning from Michigan. What time is in Michigan? Do let us know. I'm always like, I'm amazed about this time zone, and sometimes I only realized it last year that time zones in America, in some states they do change and in the other states they don't change, so I'm even more sort of interested in what time is where people are. And tell us about the weather as well. I think that's so good. It's nice and sunny here today outside, although I haven't been outside, it might be cold. Right, cool. So I'm going to turn you down, or shall I pop you over? I'll pop you over the website quickly. And then, so by now you know the drill. I'm going to go back to the beginning. You're going to go to totallybeads.co.uk and there you're going to click on learn to make jewelry, and it comes up with, like, if you just hover over these, it comes up with this little drop down menu. So I'm going to click on jewelry making and then I'm going to go into video tutorials. Do check out the other ones on there as well. There is plenty to choose from, many different projects. We did the Serena Spiral bracelets on Wednesday, and now there we go, Mia crystal bracelets. So I'm going to scroll down. So we've got 6 colorways to choose them. Now don't forget, each one of the kits will make you 3 bracelets, and we're using the premium crystal Bicones as well in the kit. So they are a really nice, good quality. I'm just going to click into any one. I'm going to click into this one. So the way how I picked them, and you can see that there are 3 different pictures on there of the same kit, and what's the difference between the 3 of them is, like, you can see the crystals properly, like that's the not the brightest one. Let's go into the pink one and maybe you can see it better in the pink one. I'm going to show you the samples in a second anyway, so rather than showing you a picture on the website, because I have them on the mat. Thank you for Brenda, Addison and Linda making up all the lovely samples, and let's just come back and I'll show you the samples in sort of real life. They look better that way. So $14.99 usually, down to $11.99 today. One kit makes 3 bracelets. You get 2 bags of Toho seed beads in there, 3 times 4mm, 3 strand of 4mm crystals, 3 different colors, and 3 toggle clasp to make anything extra you want to add on. There is perhaps is needle and thread. Yolanda is saying 5:03 in the morning. Wow, that's early. So good morning. Good morning. I'm so glad you're spending your morning. That's right. I'm going, then we're going to zoom in. Right, so I don't even fit in. Let me just zoom out with this a little bit. Just give it, there we go. So I love the aquas. They are one of my favorite colors. So as you can see, we've got 2 different seed beads on there, and then we got 3 different crystals. Let me just turn this slide down because I think this is a little bit too, is that better? I think that's better. You get 3 different crystals on there, 3 different colors of crystals. So that's aqua. Then we have got, this one is the purple nebula. So I have chosen a sort of a shiny and a non-shiny finished seed bead for this one, and 3 different crystals. Come on camera, focus on me, focus on my hand. a shiny and a non-shiny one. So it comes through quite quickly, depending on where you place the non-shiny beads. If you place it in the middle or on the side, it kind of gives you a little bit of a different effect. Next one is this one, which is the hematite sapphire. So again, come on camera, there we go. 3 different crystals. The seed beads are hematite, and there is this the color number is 288. Like it's amazing how you remember the color numbers and not so much of the colors, but it's got like a tiny bit of hint of blue in there. It's sort of a grayish seed bead and got a tiny little hint of blue on there, so I really do love that color. This one is called charcoal crystal. So we got, in terms of seed bead wise, we have got again a shiny and a non-shiny finish. Let me just get this ad from behind, because that's what the camera is trying to focus on. A shiny and a non-shiny finish. So we got the black diamond seed beads, and we also have this sort of earthy dark brown iris but matte finish, and depending on where you put the matte finish is going to give you a very different look. Debbie's saying, morning, forgot it was Friday, and it's me. Friday, as Natalie's on the way down. She's on the train, she's sitting on the train, coming down. I'm going to have to go down to Shanfield to get her after this, because the train's done, like there's train strikes on today. But I said no problem. So this one is the gold and pinks. So I paired golds and pink together. I think there's such a rich sort of combination. That's the word I was looking for. Such a rich combination to have gold and pink together. I really do love it. Just sort of brightens it all up. Right, last but not least, I have got the grape shadow. So again, we have got sort of blues and purples here together, like lilacs and purples. I really do love this combination as well. The seed beads are the grape color, and then this seed beads, I never really use these seed beads. I can't remember what the color, it's something Y99 something, the color number for this one. But it's such a beautiful color, because you do have, and I'm going to zoom in, you do have like, it's like blue, but it has like a purple shimmer over it. Just like really, really great. I just love it. Right, okay, actually I'm going to demo with that one because I like that one so much. So I have that one, or which one? I set the Simon to add. Oh no, it's the aqua or the pink I got. Sorry, excuse me. I'm gonna have to do the aqua. I thought I had all the things written on the back, but it's only the half a strand, so that's not gonna be enough for us. Let's do the aqua. Simon dropped off the kit for me yesterday, so I had he said I put a couple of colors there for you to demo with. Right, okay, so we're going to need 2 seed beads. We're going to use both of the seed beads. You can use just one color, or you can use both colors at the same time. For the stitch, it doesn't really make any difference. It's just how you pick the beads up. So I'm just going to get both of them out, grab a thread from my little pot here, and we'll be ready to start to stitch. Right, this color. So with this one, I love how quickly it builds, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of create the backbone, the middle of the bracelet first. So we're gonna do the seed bead work all the way down, and then we're gonna come back and add the, which I can use that needle. We're gonna come and add the crystals on either side. Right, is that one of the new lined with color seed beads? Blues and blurs. I'm not sure which one you mean. I don't know if you got a new one in, or if that's a new one. We did have that one for quite some time, I think. That purple one, if you were talking about that. You understand, I like them all. So what we're going to do, or what we have to do, we're going to have to stitch 3 beads together. So I'm going to go ahead, and depending on which one you want on the side and which one you want in the middle, you're going to start. So I would like to have, let's say, because you're doing the turquoise, I would like to have the brighter color in the middle. So I'm going to pick up 2 of those and 1 of the other color, the color B. Let me just take this, and I'm going to take this all the way down. I'm going to go through this, all 3 of them from the tail end, to form a little circle. And actually for the very first unit, I might run around twice. So kind of it's acting like as a bead stopper here for me, running around one more time, but I don't want to knot. You can knot your beginning and your end together, but I run around twice, and then I'm gonna go through the first 2 beads one more time. So I have got a little triangle. This is my tail end here, and this is my working end. So from here, what we're gonna do, the first, we always gonna be sewing 3 beads together. So I have got my first 3 units. The next 3 is gonna come after this, but it's gonna share this bead right here. So I'm gonna pick up 1 middle color and 1 side color, and I'm gonna come from the other side. I'm gonna come through this bead, the same bead I'm coming out of. I'm gonna come through from the other side, and I'm just going to sew this. So I'm gonna end up with kind of like a zigzag with the side beads on either side. Now from here, I'm just gonna go through 1 bead I have just added and pull this up nice and straight. Now if you find that you have got a bit of a looser tension, then do run around them again, because you're working with size 8s and they do have larger holes. But literally that's what we're doing all the way down on our bracelets. We're going to pick up 1 main color, 1 middle color, and 1 side color, and locating the bead we are coming out of, and then come through from the other side, forming a little triangle, and then step along. So I'm at the very end of the bracelet, and repeat it again. So I'm going to do a few stitches of this. Just pull these colors down. So we got like a bit of a length to add the crystals into it. It does go very quickly. I would say you can make a bracelet maybe in about a good half an hour or 45 minutes. Depends how many times you stop to make a cup of tea or have a drink or have a little break. But it does grow quite quickly. Jenny's saying love this. So let me know in the chat if you have done these before. If you've done them with the pearls. We did it with the pearls. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. I know I was missing something. I need to put my glasses on. Unfortunately now, let me just move that as well. Unfortunately now I need glasses. I went to an eye test a couple of weeks ago, and it showed that I definitely need glasses now. I need glasses for short and long sight. You don't kind of realize that how, like when your eyes are getting worse, you don't realize that they're getting worse because they're very gradually doing it. And then all of a sudden you wake up one day and it's like, I can't read the text on my phone. Like I can't read the letters. So I went to an eye test, and I haven't had an eye test for 10 years probably, maybe longer. So yeah, it was a bit, and then she said, oh, you're gonna need glasses. I was like, really? I kind of knew it, and they're putting it on and off and off and off, but all sorted. So these are just sort of something I bought over the counter until I'm waiting for one to come in. I got the hematite color and it's gorgeous, and I did make a few pearl ones. Mina is saying, looks like how the Lara and the Hannah builds up. Yeah, absolutely. Very different. With the Lara and the Lana is a different technique, but kind of the size of the bracelet you get is the same with it. So in size wise, it's the same as the Hannah was with the Super Duos. The Lara is with size 8 and size 11s as well. So it's similar in size what you're making. So first we're doing, and even if your tension is a little bit looser, we're gonna tighten it up once we get the crystals in on the side. So that's all I'm doing. Very quickly I can bead up quite a bit of length like this, but this is all we're doing all the way down. Now you could play with this. You could play with this stitch. You could use larger beads for the middle. You could go down to size 6, or you could even use like pearls or crystals for the middle. There is so many different things you could use with this stitch, but it's like anything. Like, this is what I love about jewelry making, that is so versatile. Like, you can do so much just by changing one bead or changing one little thing. You change the whole aspect of the necklace, bracelet, or perhaps home decor, or anything you're making. But there's so many possibilities. Kimberly saying, I get new glasses too, very focused, as I need them for both long and short distance. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be getting. And so when I came out of the appointment, like, you know, they take you to the glasses and they show you the glasses, and as the lady was talking about it, it was going up and up and up in price, and I was like, oh, I'm not really sure. And I was looking at the glass frames and I was like, oh, I'm not really sure. So I kind of bolted out of the shop, and I said to the lady, I'm gonna go and get my daughter and come back maybe tomorrow with her so she can help me choose a nice frame for me, because I just found it a little bit overwhelming. Like, I knew like I needed glasses for like, you know, working like with beading like this, but I didn't imagine that I need glasses for both. Although nighttime driving is a little bit more difficult now, so I think that's one of the signs. The optician did say that if I wear like glasses like this, even just over the counter glasses for now, it can help with the long-sightedness as well, because maybe that my eyes are just overtired because they're straining all the time. So we will see. I need to go back with Lucy and help, like, let her help me choose a nice frame. I just wasn't really sure. I think it's so, when you're looking at yourself and you're used to looking at yourself one way, and then all of a sudden you're wearing glasses or something, it's just like I just looked very strange to myself. So I thought, I'm just gonna wear this and get used to it, and then I won't be so much alien to but. So I got this over the counter pair straight away afterwards. I went into Boots and just got one. Then a week later I lost it already, so I had to go back and get another one. So that's the whole. I already lost the glass. If I get anything sort of proper, like I get very frugal, so better not. I need to like glue it to myself. Tie it to myself so I don't lose it, because that wouldn't be good. Right, so I got probably about 3-4 inches there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just moving my chair a little bit, just move the pillow. So what I'm gonna add maybe a little bit more, and then add a clasp on the end for you so you can see that as well. What did I put? I had the clasps just in a little pot. I put them away. I put them on the shelf. There we go. I got the little toggles this morning, and then I was tidying up, and back they went away. Often do things like that. Funny Creation says, I have to use a clip to my desk magnifying glass, as well as my jewelry making glasses, plus a good light. A good light, yes, that's absolutely, having a good light, it helps so much. So even if I just sit down here and do something, I often put this overhead light on just to really be able to see. And I weren't so much bothered about lighting until about maybe 2-3 years ago, when I, like, yeah, especially if I'm working with 15s, I need I need good lighting, because these 15s have got a little bit smaller what they were a few years prior. But yeah, it's like there's nothing we can do, just get glasses. And but how good is that though, that we are able to get glasses, we're able to sort of do this. Rachel saying I have a duo 4 lamp. Yeah, they are brilliant as well. Sound cutting in and out. I'm not doing anything to the sound. Do let me know if anybody else is experiencing that one. So I haven't touched anything. My mic is on, it's turned up. I need to make myself some fancy eyeglasses holder, definitely, 100%. I just need to, I need to decide what stitch shall we go for? What, because we could use any. We could use any to, I have got some of the little rubber ends, so I can make anything. But what stitch shall we use? Chain, I mean, you're not holder. Yes, I knew exactly what you meant, Camille. But what stitch shall we use? Let me know in the comments. I think a tubular herringbone, or maybe a 3-bead herringbone would be really nice. Or any stitch really. What stitch shall we use? Do let me know. Peyote, Len is saying. With peyote, like we could do tubular peyote, like a little that would look good as well. Just with 11s, I think, or even with 15s you can do it if you do an uneven count one. Not sure if your mic is having any problems. Video is not buffering. I'm not going to touch my mic, because if I touch it or unplug it, the video will cut out, because that's what it does. I just pushed the connection in a bit more, so hopefully that solved the problem. There we go. I'm tripping not so stop till hints to hubby. He complains I never give him any ideas. Ah, is that about the lamp? Absolutely. I got like a daylight bulb lamp in the lounge as well, so sometimes I curl up on the sofa and put something on the TV and do beadwork there. But actually I got 2 lamps, one with a daylight bulb and one with like an LED strip. The LED strip is really bright and it's very sort of focused on the area where you're working, which is very good. I'm keep on going with this one, but have I got enough? Maybe I got a couple more. I add a few more, so it's not so one bit too small. Bracelet, right? But we'll make it Natalie's size today. We often joke about it, because Natalie, bless her, like she's got the tiniest wrist ever, and I'm completely the opposite. So whatever I make, I have to make it. And Sarah was the same. I have to make it like really big, and takes me probably twice as long as it would take her for her tiny little wrist, bless her. Right, I'm gonna add a couple more, and then we're gonna add the clasp, start filling the sides. Very easy make today. There's different ways you can add this on and add the clasp onto the end as well. Oops, come through there. YouTube having issues here too with sound. It's quiet as cutting in and out. My sound is turned up all the way. Like I can't turn it up anywhere. St. Petersburg chain. Yeah, that would look really good as well as a chain holder. A glass holder chain. Yes. That would look good as well, yeah. Maybe we have to experiment and do a few, because there's so many people wearing glasses, and even if you're not wearing glasses, like somebody else in the family or friends are wearing glasses, and they are really good to do. They're really good to have. I would lose anything and everything. I'm forever looking for my sunglasses or looking for anything. I put it down and never to be seen again. I do think there is like a black hole somewhere around in my house where things are disappear. Right, okay, so I think this is going to be about enough. It's going to a little bit smaller done. It's probably still going to be about maybe 6.5 inches, even though I made it shorter than that one. Okay, cool. So from here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add the clasp. Now, when adding the clasp, what we need to take into consideration that we do have got we're going to be adding it between this bead and this bead here. Oops, sorry. This bead and this bead here. And one bead is sitting a little bit further up and the other bead is sitting a little bit further down. So to counter sort of act for that one, so our pattern doesn't we don't want it to sit a little bit sort of lopsided. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick up one more bead, and I'm gonna pick up the clasp. It doesn't matter which side. I'm gonna pick up this side, and I'm gonna go back into this bead I just picked up, and I pull it tight. So counteract for the unevenness in that bead, because if I just went through the side now, like I'm trying to pull it and keeping it straight at the same time, it would pull the clasp to one side. So I kind of need to make allowance that bead is sitting on an angle. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick up another seed bead and then go through this side bead, and then I have more of a straight finish. Now from here I'm gonna go into, and all I'm gonna be doing is picking up a crystal bead and going through the next one. That's all we're doing all the way down, adding the crystals in. So picking up a crystal, going through the next one, and that's how easy it is all the way down. You only seeing my one's cutting out of two, come out of the live and come in again. It seems to cure it or reconnect the internet, maybe a difference too. I don't know. I have to. Do you ever have, just move this here, do you ever have any sound problems when Laura or Natalie is on, or is it only with me? Because I think if it's only with me, then there's definitely nothing to do with YouTube. It's definitely my end, and I'm gonna have to, maybe my microphone is on the way out, and I'm gonna have to invest in a new microphone, maybe, because it's gonna be 4 years old now, so maybe it's had its time. Not sure. Maybe it's the connection. It could be anything. I do know. I think I need a new capture card for my camera, one of them, because that sometimes plays up all this equipment. I wish there was like just sort of a magic wand and you could fix it all. Sometimes it takes me a while to get my head around it. So all I'm doing is going down, adding a crystal in between every single side beads, every single one which is sticking out. And I'm gonna go all the way down. Now when I'm doing this, what I don't want to do, I don't want to keep a tight tension, because if I pull it really tight, can you see how there's the buckled? So I just want to keep sort of an even tension, and often just pop it down on my mat and just sort of brush it over on the top so it gets to the right tightness for this. And very quickly just filling the gaps in. Friday drumlings, you need a coffee. Absolutely, I have got a coffee here. I made it this morning about 8 o'clock, then I forgot about it. I forgot I made the coffee, and then when I got ready I was like, "Ooh, I got a coffee already." Of course it's cold, as most of my coffees are cold, but never mind, it's good. So going all the way down. When we come down to the end, now here we do have sort of, there isn't an extra, let me just pop this down so I can show it to you. There isn't an extra sort of bead sticking out here, so we can get to the very end. So we kind of sort of gonna cheat. I'm gonna pick up another crystal, and then I'm just gonna go through, because it's about the same distance as in between any of these side beads. So I'm gonna go ahead. If you have finished with one extra, then you would have a sticking out bead, a side bead on the side, and you would be able to go into the clasp. So you're either gonna have another unit facing that way, which is you're gonna pick up a crystal, or that was your last unit and you came through the that was your last unit and you came through the seed bead just there. So either way, you're gonna finish with a crystal, getting right to the end too. Here, turn it around. Now I'm gonna, I got caught with the strand of beads. So from here, I'm gonna add the other end. So I added the round part, the toggle part. So I'm gonna add this T-bar part on the other side. Now, one thing you have to look for when you're adding T-bars or you're adding toggles is like, how much do you need to pull this through? Because sometimes if the bracelet is thin enough, can you see like it kind of like comes through a little bit, so we can pull the toggle clasp and shut up the bracelet, and then that's look the best. Sometimes if your bracelet is a little bit chunkier and you're using a smaller clasp, you have got no options but add a little extender in between. So depending on if you're using sort of a smaller or larger clasp when you're making bracelets, you're gonna have to add 1 or 2 extending bead right here on the T-bar end, not on the round end, but on the T-bar end. But with this one, we are going to be fine. So as I'm coming out of here, I'm gonna pick up a seed, go through the loop, take it down. I'm gonna come back through that bead, and once again I'm gonna pick up an extra seed bead. Let's take this down. Just want to make sure I don't get caught on either side. And I like, see, as I'm pulling this up, this is buckling, so I want to make sure, just sort of pull it back a little bit, that we got really nice and even finish. Picking up another seed bead, and then I'm going to turn to this side and go through this one here, and I'm ready to run down on this side. However, sometimes what a good thing to do here, we've got plenty of time, so sometimes a good thing to do here, once again, I'm just going to pop it down, I'm going to straighten it up. So before I go all the way down with the crystals, I'm going to turn around and just follow my thread path up and around the clasp, just to strengthen it. So I have got, what's happening with the threads today? Yesterday we were in a bead club last night and we just had so many knots, and I got the knot curse came to me today. Come on. Sometimes you just have to put it through once, sometimes you have to untwist the thread. In these same gorgeous colors. Check the link, Kitty, that is Smash Coffee Cup. They are amazing. Oh, I have a look. I had a, ooh, what was it called? I got it for my birthday a couple of years ago. Maybe 3 years ago. One of the ladies, I think Michelle, was recommending it from the, oh, what is it called? It was brilliant in here, and oh, it's gonna bug me. I remember. Tell me about the mugs. What names are mugs? What are they out there? It's really gonna bug me now that I don't remember. But I got one of those, and it was really brilliant. It did keep the coffee hot for a couple of hours, and so I'm just gonna go down on this side and add the crystals in here. But I don't know what I done with it. I think when I went to Hungary in the summer and I drove, I took it with me and I forgot to bring it back. Or if I brought it back, I left it somewhere because, and also then we were moving, and it's just disappeared. So I really need a new one. And I was looking up before Christmas, but then I thought, oh, I'll get you on the sales after Christmas, and then of course I forgot. And yeah, I really need to get one. What was it called? The smash cup doesn't leak even if it dropped. I have tried tons and none are patched up to smash cups. I will have a look on it. Oh, what is it called? This is gonna annoy me now all the way today. I'm gonna be thinking about it. I'm gonna have to Google it because yeah. So I could make coffee with one of those in the morning, and hopefully it will keep it warm for a couple of hours at least. I'm so rubbish at like drinking coffee because like I make it, I put it on the side, and then I get caught up with doing something and I completely forget about it. Right, going all the way down on this side, adding the crystals. Now, of course, you got 3 different colors of crystals in your kit. So if you wanted to, you could add different colors on either side, or you could add a different color in sort of stripes. There is so many different things you can jazz up and do with the bracelet. Because in one kit, you get 3 different colors of crystals. So even if you make 3 bracelets, they're going to be very similar with the same, and I just bring you the 3 samples which was made in a sack, so they will be very similar in color tones. They're gonna go together so you can stack them up, and I love wearing stacked jewelry when you have more than one bracelet on and it's kinda all goes together. I really love that look. Right, so I'm adding the last couple. Going in there, and then I'm gonna pop it down. I'm just gonna make sure it's nice and straight. I'm gonna go up and around the clasp again, and then I will be ready to just sort of sew my ends off. Now I have got a lot of thread here, so often when I have a lot of thread, I do like to run up and down one more time just to strengthen the bracelet, because if you haven't got thread, it's fine, it will be good. There is no which only takes a couple of minutes. Sometimes I just like to run one more time because we are working with crystals here, and sometimes crystals can have a little bit sharper edges, so it's kind of good to go through one more time. So I'm just going to run around the end and then run back up to strengthen the bracelet. And then when I'm working the end off, I usually take it into the seed beads into the middle and work it off with a half hitch knot or 1 thread knot as well. Thermos mug. No, it wasn't called thermos mug, it was called, I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a think. I'm gonna have to. It was Michelle was telling me about it in and they do water bottles as well in one of the sessions we were having, and I was like, oh, I try it, and I tried it, and I did get a water bottle for Lucy as well. After that, she wanted a water bottle. I will come to me. Right, how is this? Was this easier or harder what you thought it was going to be? Do let me know. The kits are $14.99. It's $12.99 today, and the one kit will make you 3 bracelets. So for this color, we got the 3 blues, so you can see the seed. Let me just take this off from behind it so you focus on. So we got the 3 blues, but each one of them is slightly different, but however worn together you can wear them. And even though I used this one in the middle, I used the turquoisey color seed bead in the middle, and more of the steely color on the outside, it still goes together because they are the same ones. I have emailed the links to Natalie. My Totally Beads order has just arrived. I only ordered it about 3 p.m. yesterday. Brilliant service. Thank you. Oh, Elaine, you're very welcome. They are really good. They try to get everything out sort of the same day, or like depending on when the postman turns up. Sometimes he's a bit early, sometimes he's a bit later. So this is the aqua. I'm going to show you these samples again because they are so beautiful. And the girls, Brenda, Alison, and Linda were making them up for me. I'm so lucky to help for those ladies to have some help with all the samples. The pinks are nice as well. I love mixing pinks and gold together. This is the purples. I definitely love these. Maybe these ones definitely gonna disappear into my jewelry box because I would definitely really would want to wear these colors. I love those purples and slightly blue tints next to each other because you can wear this with jeans and all sorts of things. Next one is these, which is the charcoal crystal. So we got a bronze, no, iris brown, not bronze, iris brown, and a black diamond seed bead here with the crystals. You got an AB finish, you got more of a taupe sort of browny grey finish and more of a grey finish with it as well. Again, these colorways will go with a lot of different clothes and a lot of colors. We got this one, which is the hematite sapphire. So again, we have got one color which is a little bit more sort of, this has got a hint of blue in there. Come on, camera. This has got like a hint of blue in there. Let me turn it this way. Yeah, hint of blue in there, and you got the hematite and the crystals as well. Hint of blue, you got hematite, and you got navy blue crystals in with it as well. Have a safe travel there, Nat. Oh, is Natalie in the chat? Have I missed her? She must be watching from the train. Bless her. Right. So this one is last but not least, which is called Purple Nebula. So we got blue seed beads in a shiny and non-shiny finish. They have got like a little bit of an iridescent. This is blue iris, the seed beads called. And then we got purple, we got blue, and we got sort of an aqua crystals to go with them. Again, they go really nice, sort of stacked up. And then we'll go with loads of different colors. Blue is my color, but they are all beautiful. Oh, thank you. So we got loads. We got like a nice little pile here. Sometimes I just love having, let me just zoom out a little bit. Sometimes I just love having sort of all the samples and just put them and have a look at them. Just so, I don't know, I just love it. I must have been a magpie in a previous life. Right, okay. Oh, Natalie is saying, hello, I'm on the train, departing in 2 minutes. Brilliant. We see you soon. I'm so excited. It will be so good. Like, it will be so good. And this is the first ever time that Laura and Natalie done at the same weekend. So you can imagine this is going to be a lot of chatting. Somebody suggested, I said, like, how are we going to get through the day? Because we're going to have like, we're going to have to be productive. And then one of the ladies said, well, you go by the 15 minutes. And I said, yeah, I like the idea. We work for 15 minutes and we chat for 45. That's going to work. That's going to work very well. You look gorgeous in the classic researchy. Oh, thank you. Thank you for making me feel better about the glasses. Right, everybody. I'm going to sign off and I'll see you very, very soon. I'll be back not next week, but the week after. I'm going to go and get ready for Natalie. I need to go and pick her up from the station. And yeah, we're going to be up to no good. Maybe we'll do a cheeky Facebook Live or something. Sometime in the weekend. We'll see how we get on. We are female, we can multitask, absolutely, so we can chat and work, non-stop chatting, absolutely. all weekend. We'll be all chatted out by Monday. Right, everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you very, very soon. Have an amazing weekend. Keep on beading, keep on crafting, and we see you very, very soon. Bye, bye, bye.